Hi everyone, I'm Nick.
And I'm Cassie.
And in this week's Serendipitous Moment, we're going to be focusing on the Senate race coming up on November 4th.
Nick and I went out and interviewed some of the international students here at Minnesota State University to talk about democracy in their country and why we as students and Americans should appreciate our right to vote. Democracy. A system of a government by the whole population or all the eligible members of a state, typically through elected representatives.
Democracy. Such an easy word to take for granted, right? I mean, many people would say, we're from the United States of America, nothing can happen to us. But if so many bad things are happening in the world, then it can happen in the US too.
A lot of countries around the world are suffering from hunger, unequal rates. People are living in wars. Democracy takes years to be established, yet it can go away in a blink of an eye. Don't let this happen.
What if you woke up to find the freedoms you enjoy were a thing of the past? Democracy, as you know it, was no more. Gone was your right to speak your mind, to worship what and how you choose, to follow your heart, your desires, your dreams. For those of us who have inherited the right and privilege of American democracy, the loss of those freedoms seems incomprehensible. We greet each day hardly aware of the magnitude of our freedoms or the possibility that they could ever be taken away. For these international students, democracy is a national treasure beyond compare. For them, having a voice in their government is a luxury they may never fully experience. Many long for the opportunity to vote, similar to the opportunity presented in the upcoming national election, as an expression of their freedom to participate in a truly rare concept in human history, real democracy found in the United States. Here are some of their stories.
South Korea has developed in many ways with innovative technology and higher education since Korean War. However, we are still far behind when it comes to politics. Also, we don't participate in election much compared to other countries in the world. North Korea is going to the opposite direction of the democracy with a seriously corrupted government. Value democracy, don't lose it, appreciate it, vote.
The freedom of speech is one of the features of democratic society. In my country, in Belarus, we still don't have enough freedom of speech. It's still under government control, and it still serves the interest of government. In my opinion, the mass media should be truthful and independent. It should express the public interest. It should serve the public interest. Value democracy. Don't lose it. Appreciate it. Vote.
Mexico has been a democracy since the days of independence, 200 years ago. We're a country of promises and progress. However, we owe the insecurity and poverty to those corrupt representatives in power. Electoral votes are stolen with gifts and promises that will never happen, especially of those in power. And those in power seek only their own interests and not of the majority. Value democracy. Don't lose it. Appreciate it. Vote.
After more than 60 years of independence and 40 years of democracy, 50% of the people in Pakistan live life below the poverty line. Corruption and economic collapse are what we have had to face over the years. The same people keep coming into power and complete their tenures and do nothing good for the country. This system of democracy is what is eating up my country. So, value democracy, appreciate it, don't lose it, go and vote.
As Tunisians, we have never known democracy, yet we have dreamt about it for a long time. We are proud of our beloved country for saying no to oppression and dictatorship.
Last week, we held our very first Democratic Congress elections in Tunisia. And I'm so proud of my country because more than 61% of people went to vote, and that was the first election.
We know what tyranny and dictatorship are about. Now that we tasted democracy, we don't want to lose it.
Value democracy.
Appreciate it.
Don't lose it.
Vote.